Yes, since you're the king of hell, what are you going to be up to?
I'm going to be up to about that.
In what, though?
In what?
In what?
In hell? What would I be up to in there? It'd be bodies, wouldn't it?
Just what nefarious plans do you have for...
I'm going to share them with you. I won't share them with the boys. And you'll go tell them. And what will we do with the season? What nefarious? Why do you think that Crowley has nefarious plans? I mean, I think he's a positive, happy role model.
On that one, they keep losing their father figures. Are you their next father figure?
I think I have been the whole time. Come to daddy. That should be the opening line, really, shouldn't it? Instead of hello, boys, it's hello.
Pretty good commercial. But I'm sure you want some revenge cast. You've got Meg to play around with now. Come on, there's got to be something going on. You've got Kevin would like to do.
Lunch is what's going on, probably. I mean, I think we've got a very interesting time coming into it with a new showrunner who is in fact just one of the best writers that was ever on Supernatural, and I think it's an exciting time and an interesting time. We want to be surprised. We want to be excited. I mean, we're going into 8 seasons. How many shows in 8 seasons are still fresh and new? So it's a challenge. It's a challenge for those guys and a challenge for us, and I'm looking forward to it.
So at this point, what do you think it'll take for your characters to survive the season?
To survive the season, I've got an interesting point here. It's like if they killed me, nobody would believe it at this point, would
no.
they really? No. So they kind of stuck with me for a little bit. I mean, blow me, it doesn't matter what they do, because my bones were burned and I came back, never going to buy it, right?
Totally screwed.
Yeah, I think so. So maybe I'm God. Who knows? Maybe I just think I am. Easy now.
Well, the character. Going along with that, though, how do you feel about playing a character that you seem to not be able to get away from? They won't pull the character off, so you keep coming back to it. How do you feel about that?
You've got to be very careful with characters that have a lot of power in a show, which is a hero. I mean, it's just ostensibly a hero show. It's about the relationships there. But to have me around too much would become a problem, unless I'm either defeated or I evolve into a compatriot. But I just think it's right now is, as I said, Crowley is, I guess, what happens when people aren't paying attention. Seems that way.
Do you think we're actually going to get to see hell?
We've seen hell.
Well,
looks like the line for the panel.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, it's
all hell.
Huh?
Then we start all over again.
Absolutely.
Just like here. Do you think we're going to see, pretty much they talked about the angels being wiped out, or almost wiped out. Are we going to see more angels and more of that? Or...
That's a Jeremy question, isn't it? Does Crowley care?
Does Mark care?
I care as a fan and a viewer. I care a lot about the mythology, as does Jeremy, regardless of what we're talking about. This is a very, very tight mythology. This is very much a very tight mythology, and the fans are very aware of what is and what isn't part of that. And for them to move it around is a very cautious thing. They're very careful about how they move and change things. And I've been pretty surprised so far. I mean, as I said, we did a season 5, which was everything was building to the end of being in a season 5, and I thought season 6 was fantastic. There's points of season 6 that were as good as any episodes that were ever made, and 7 is a reboot. And on that note, here's Misha.